We're back today to finish the AI newsreader that we started yesterday. So I just want to give you a glimpse of what we are going to build. So what's the latest in technology right now? So that will be the user prompt. Obviously you could build this into like a web app or something. So we make a request to Cohere, and Cohere, the LLM says we need to use this external function call query RSS feeds with the category of technology based off of that question that I asked. And so then we'll actually execute that function call so we get the latest URLs from the RSS feed, which is what we did yesterday. And then we make another response with that results. So we let that load. And then once that finishes, then it generated on the fly a nice sort of, you could think of like MorningBrew type little summary of the recent articles that were in technology. All right. So, and then you can also print them with the actual citations, which is super cool. Okay. So let's go and build that right now. So I'll put the starter code in the description as always. So you need to install Cohere client. Great. So we'll let that cook. Yeah, it's been a nice sunny day in San Francisco, so I thought it was going to be a great day to do a little AI newsreader. Okay, so we're just gonna import some pretty basic things. Looks complicated, but it's just for the RSS parsing, which we did yesterday. And so you need to grab a API key from Cohere, which is actually free. They have like test trial keys, which is very cool. And so here I made this dictionary of different categories and corresponding RSS feeds. You can like really customize this to do what you want. Right now it's just technology, sports, and arts. And you could build better RSS feeds. You could use several RSS feeds to build a better and more diverse context for the responses. But that's something simple I did for this. And then so here are just some helper functions that I made yesterday. So if you're interested in how these work, check out the last video. And so bam, we just start the Cohere client, and now we are ready to cook. Okay, so, and I barely remember what I did before, so it's going to be a little bit of figuring it out on the fly. Okay, so now we need to define the actual function that the LLM, or the tool that the LLM can use, right? So we're going to ask it a question, but then we want it to actually call functions to get like external information, like get the external information about the articles. So we need to, right, okay. So we want to get, and it's going to pass in a category. So the URL will provide us with a category based on the user response. So the dictionary essentially just maps categories to your RSS URLs, which is exactly what we need. So and we can assume that the category is valid, but like you could definitely do some error checking here. That would help, but I think that's just unnecessary for now. Okay. So then once we have the URL, then we want to essentially go to that URL and then load the RSS into the project. So, right, okay. Load RSS, and we give it the URL. And then that just returns like a file name. And so we want to use that. What is parse return? Okay, yeah. So then the articles are just returned by the parse XML, which takes in the file name. And then let's just return the articles in this dictionary. So then this is exactly what the LLM is using to like get external information. And then we have this like functions map, which was something weird from the docs, the Cohere docs that I just kind of kept. I don't know. It's just a way for calling those functions. Okay, so then now we need to define a list of tools that we can eventually put into our initial LLM, like initialization for the command, or for the like whatever. Okay, so you just like give it a description. So the name is query RSS feeds, like that's just the name of the function. And then the description is like, obviously, can be whatever. Let's just say retrieve the latest articles in a given category. And let's just be specific. Shit. Yeah, not sure that really helps, but that's cool. Okay, so then we also, so it has this category, or it has this parameter called category. That's kind of what we're expecting when we wrote that function. So then we need to define it here so that we get the right thing back. So this is called category, and then it's type of string. Oh wait, was that actually a string or not? Let's just double check. Yeah, that's a string. Okay, it's a string that says string, and it's required. Okay, great. And then so the description of that is, I don't know what to say. The category of content. What did I say last time? Okay, great. Fire. Okay, so that defined our tool to query RSS feeds. So then here, I mean, this is just like, kind of bipolar, whatever. Like stuff that it doesn't really matter. Like this is just called the preamble. It's kind of just like the same thing as a system prompt in GPT-4. Just give it a string, and I think these are some Cohere specific things that you can define. And then we ask for the message from the user. And then now let's define our first response. There we go. So the message, preamble, what else? Oh yeah, tools. Right, and like if you don't like, I don't think you need to be redundant. I'm pretty sure. So we need the tools, the preamble, and the message, and then obviously the type, the model, and that's command bar. Okay, does that work? Sorry, it's not an object. All right, does that work? Fuck. Okay. Oh, I guess this is not a thing in Python. My bad. Shit. I thought I was hella smart. Fuck. Oh, we just need to give a message. Okay. Okay, cool. So now we've essentially asked for a response, given we've defined this tool that Cohere can use. And so now we want to look. Oh, I wasn't supposed to do this. All right. So now we want to look. So now it's going to give a response, right? And it's going to give a list of tool calls that we as the developer then need to execute. So we want to loop over all of those calls, and this is some pretty crazy Python syntax. You're essentially just given all of these tool calls, so then in every tool call, we want to just execute it given the parameters that Cohere is going to generate for us. And then we're just going to save a list of the outputs. And so you can see what that looks like. So Cohere told us to call query RSS feed, which is what the tool was, with the category of sports, which makes sense given the message. And then it gives it, like, because of our RSS function, it goes and gets external information for the latest articles. So now we can just print the response. Dot text. Why is that empty? Did it call this? Oh, sorry. Totally jumped the gun. Okay. So now we need to do a message, same message, same preamble, but we need to give it back. Oh my god. We need to give it back, same tools, but we need to give it back the tool results. Okay. And then once that's done, we can print the response. Yay. Nice. Good shit. Okay. So it's been an interesting week in sports with some intriguing developments in the world of basketball and baseball. Michigan program. Okay, yeah. So it just responded to that using an external function call. So why don't we try this again with so you could imagine you could like build your own like MorningBrew type thing using this. Like it like scrapes the latest articles for a given topic and then generates like some nice summary. And you can use like the in-text citations to actually make it legit, and so the people can go and look at like nice. It was talking about the Oscars or something. Great. All right. Well, and if you want like in the Cohere docs, they give like they actually just write you a really good function that does this. But yeah, so in-text citations are a bonus. I don't feel like just rewriting right now. Great. So there we go. That is a cool AI newsreader. Maybe you could do like a MorningBrew type thing. Hope that was interesting. So see you guys.